Today marks 25 years since a woman was found dead in Melton Hill Lake, and to this day, her identity is still a mystery. But investigators have not given up on solving this case. The still waters of Melton Hill Lake can hold many secrets, some of them for decades, and they have kept a tight grip on the mystery of the lady in the lake.
It's just hard to truly tell and get an accurate story as to what may have happened.
On March 6, 2000, fishermen spotted the body of a woman in the lake, a grim find that would lead investigators on a years-long search for answers.
I believe that she had been drowned in Melton Hill Park, across the river from where she was actually found at. And then the body drifted, and that was where the fishermen had actually found her.
She was nude with no jewelry and no markings or tattoos, no way to figure out who she really was. But investigators tried. First, there was a sketch, then a clay reconstruction. But now, with the help of AI, there is a new face to put with what they hope will someday be a name.
She took pride in how she looked. She was a beautiful woman, and she cared for herself.
Beyond that, investigator Jason Robbins says they don't know much. DNA testing puts her age between 24 and 35. The autopsy puts her last meal at the Iron Skillet off Watt Road. But the question is, what happened between her dinner and her death?
You think someone held her underwater?
That's what I believe.
Several years ago, investigators submitted her DNA evidence to Othram, a lab in Texas. That narrowed down the family tree, but there were still too many branches to truly help.
It's closer than we've ever been, but there's still a lot more work to do.
Lately, that work has been following new leads coming from that new AI image. One tip led Robbins to Holly Ann Paul, a woman reported missing from Alabama. But with the help of the Knox County Regional Forensic Center, DNA from her son confirmed she was not a match. Then there was Christy Moon, who's been missing from Parsons, Tennessee for more than 2 decades. But DNA from her daughter confirmed she is not the lady in the lake. Still, Robbins is unfazed, determined to find her identity and her killer.
They might be 1 or 2 steps ahead, but you can't outrun DNA, and you can't outrun the paperwork. We'll catch them eventually.
Robbins knows it just takes one tip to turn the tide and reveal how the lady in the lake ended up in her watery grave.
I mean, when you think about having a family member missing for 25 years and not knowing what happened to them, it's got to be tough. And our goal is to give them some answers. Maybe not all of them, but at least some.
Investigator Jason Robbins says there has been new movement in this case in just the last 2 weeks. He says another report from the Othram lab in Texas came with 9 new DNA leads. Robbins says so far he's spoken with 5 people tied to those leads, and 4 have agreed to provide DNA to help with this investigation. Of course, we'll keep you updated on what happens. Robin.
Brittany, thank you.